All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We got game 2 ready. Let's just dive right in.
Yeah, if you missed game 1, it was a fairly back and forth affair for a while. Both runners kind of had some stumbles out of the gate. There were some routing inaccuracies, so neither side player was really able to get an advantage. But the World 4 gamble by both players, there was a route divergence where one fort was going to be correct, one was not. It was actually equidistant the whole bit. Raikou was correct, William was not, and from there he was really able to kind of plant the flag and really take about a 2 to 2.5 minute lead, and he never looked back.
Yeah, that was definitely the biggest contributor to this, to that outcome.
Yeah, that, and there were other factors as well. That burned cloud for nothing really did hurt William in World 7. He went for trying to skip a fort, thinking there'd just be a lock at the end of World 7. Nope, bridge.
Yep, that's always a risk when you try to bum rush to the promised land and hoping there's a lock, but there's always that specter of a bridge just right there.
We saw it in World 8. They had to play all 4 forts just to build a bridge. So
every second counts in Randomizer.
For all the talk we've put on locks being on the final stage of the final road to Bowser, it's not a given. It can just still be a good old-fashioned bridge, and that's definitely what happened here. So our runners had a lot of hammers, but really no place to use them. World 6 allowed them to skip a little bit, but not much. It was definitely one of those situations where, yeah.
So we're starting with World 1 this time. And give us a moment while we get sync going.
Yeah, and this is a forced draw, so they're going to be playing a few more levels than I think they would like. We get our runners up to speed here, and in the meantime...
It seems like William took the lead because he just kept going rather than go for a power-up.
So, yeah, so we've got a coin flip here. We got 5-1. William trying to avoid the chain chomp, and Raikou's going top shelf. He gets 6-1. So,
Okay.
actually, I think this is faster, I think, for Raikou.
It is, kind of, because especially since there's no boss pass here.
Well, didn't quite use the P-speed strats, but nevertheless, still made pretty quick work of it. William got a little tangled up there trying to get the power up while avoiding the enemies, and we have 6F3.
Oh. Okay.
Should be okay. Should be okay.
Especially with this enemy layout.
Yeah, two sober hot feet and a boo. Ooh.
Ooh, jumped too early.
We've all been there.
Eight 1. Oh my.
Getting all the dash ones right now. We had 5-1, 6-1, 8-1. Ooh, William was a little quick there. Now the one good thing here is because this is World 1, all the piranhas will shoot one fireball rather than two.
And when we say World 1, we mean specifically grassland.
Correct. Nice job there by William, just kind of running with it and like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Good idea on Raikou's part. Just kind of let the... Ooh, wow. Let the reverse bullet bills kind of come back to him before doing anything. And William is going to take the sand pit of shame.
No. Yeah, the left one has a power-up.
Correct.
The right one is quicker, but doesn't have a power-up. But they all
could
have the same.
Could have a power-up. And it does. I mean, it could have been a star.
Yeah, true.
I even think it could be I even think it could be a 1-up if memory serves.
I mean, it's a brick, so the possibility is there.
Yeah. So William with the early advantage here. Raikou not far behind. Just had that little hiccup in 1-6. We got our second forward, and it's 3F1. William had some trouble with this one in game 1. A little trouble with his movement. He almost did the same thing as last time.
Okay. Now we'll hope we get to see it in action.
Get the orbs ready, chat.
Yep. Just barely.
It's a fairly tight window, but if you don't really make any mistakes with your movement, you should be okay.
You have a brief period of the normal stage music playing before it fully wears off.
Right. So we got a cloud from our first Hammer Bro, which is nice. And we have the World 7 airship. Again leading off.
I think Raikou is, yes, oh.
Maintaining his
Little
peace.
A
Yeah.
little conservative there.
Yeah, like if you're not feeling it or something feels off to you, don't force it. And ooh, William taking a hit there, but it's only a 2-hitter quitter for Morton.
Oh, wow, Morton got them both with the stand up in front of their hitbox.
It's about a 5-second difference between our runners going into the next world.
Hammer
And
from
there's a
Peach.
hammer.
Hopefully they'll be useful this time.
William's just going to play the fort outright, and it is Air Force.
And Raikou will do the same.
I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, it's right here. There's really nothing in your way. And
Yeah, it's what I would do.
I don't know. Given the way the seed kind of triangulates these things, I might have just gone for recon on this one. It's an extra few seconds on backtracking. It's not ideal, but I don't know. I think maybe later in the game, I definitely would be doing the recon bit.
Yeah. Maybe not in Iceland.
Yeah, probably not.
Quicksand with Vanilla Sun.
Just activating about 5 seconds before it usually does. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Well, Raikou had the right idea. He just used a Koopa shell to get rid of him, but now he's gonna just have to be a little careful here, but otherwise he should be fine.
There we go.
Still not out of the woods. Okay, there. One more drop, he should be fine. Yep. Three 6 now for our second stage before the pipe. Oh!
Ah.
I think he was hoping for a high jump, didn't get it, and he got faked. I kind of think he kind of faked himself out a little bit there.
Yowza. Alright, up next. Tutu.
Keeping with the desert theme, that's for sure. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
That's really unfortunate. Nice little bit of movement there by Raikou to just kind of get the bluebird chain to kind of move away, so he had pretty much a free pass.
Yeah, but one death in a stage is unfortunate. Two deaths in the same stage is a travesty.
Well, it can happen, but and Raikou saying no thanks to these Hammer Bros. Interesting. I guess he feels comfortable with what he's got so far. He's like, I don't need more.
Okay, choosing to play the stage. Good. It might be tempting to Cloud to get some time back, but you generally don't really want to.
No, not right now. Later, perhaps.
Not this early.
Yeah, unless you can draw Atlantis 5-9 or 7-5 or even like 5-3 would be an acceptable stage to say no thanks to. 6-6 is another one.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so World 1 airship.
And, okay, so Raikou ignored these bros.
Yeah. So this could give William something back, and wow, Another cloud. That's 2 for him now. 7-4 actually wouldn't be a bad stage. If you could get out of here really quick, this isn't actually a bad stage to cloud either. I think that's the only thing that would stay me from doing that. 3-5 kind of is the same disadvantage. If you want to go for P speed strats, by the time you're done, you're not really saving any time. 7, so RWO is dead. Vanilla World Order is dead. Got a bridge that needs to be built.
This time they know. Oh, hello, Fort.
Oh, this is, I believe, another 1-forter. So we've got our 1-forters done already.
Wow.
All right, so William is going to go for the coin ship now.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
I think that was the hitbox of the Mario Somersault, because it's the same as regular jump. Even the sprite doesn't look it.
Right. He heard the third hammer bro. He's like, "Yep, let's go for the trifecta." Huh?
All right.
Well,
I mean, I won't say no to P-Wing.
no, it definitely has its uses, especially get like World 6 airship or 7-6, or something just unpleasant.
Or 6-9 if you don't want to try the wall jump.
I generally don't, but that's just me.
Raikou doing it again.
Well, he's pretty good at that. So William is going to get his wand at 12:21, so he's over 2 minutes back, but he does have an extra cloud in his arsenal, so that could make a difference, but we'll have to see how this plays out. His cloud usage, unfortunately, was not accurate in Game 1, and it really did hurt. Here would actually not be a bad place to use the 2 clouds if you just wanted to get this over with. So you got 2 stages.
I think this is the correct type that he wants. Yes, it is.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, here's a chance for William to get some time back because of the death that Raikou took here in 8 Fort. Raikou just finished off 4-5.
Next, 5-3 Beta. This is a stage kind of worth clouding, maybe.
And it's less awful now that we've actually installed a power-up in this stage.
True, but there's still parts where the game can just slow down because of all the enemies that are off-screen, but still exist in memory.
Right. This actually wasn't a bad set, so worked out pretty well in his favor.
Yeah, only 2 bloopers, that's fine. Is he? Oh, no, he's not.
Just a frog suit.
World 5 airship. Okay, just regular number of hits for Lemmy.
1456.
And we have Water Giant guy in ice left. The triple forter is still out there.
Will be 2 forters. So. Alright, well, this could be shorter. This could take a long time. Let's see what we get. Alright, this isn't.
Yeah, this is pretty linear.
Yeah, this is also another coin flip situation. Do you play the fort in front of you, or do you play the one on the other side of the map?
Well, is there... Oh, yeah, there's a pipe nearby. There's another pipe nearby, so...
So Raikou is going to go with forward progress thinking.
Okay.
This is similar to game 1, but the consequences are much less severe. This is only a 2-stage swing as opposed to 1, and we have 7F1.
And Raikou enters 7F1 with a tail, which means he can just go straight to the end.
The Pro A Special.
Uh-huh. You do that a lot. But it was not the answer.
Sadly, no, but again, he had the right power-up, so it's not a severe penalty. And it's Navy.
Oh, Navy this time. No 7F2 yet.
See what William decides to do here. This, like, he got some time back. Let's see what he decides to do here. Does he play what's in front of him, or does he go to the other fort?
He plays the correct fort.
Oh yeah, so he's getting some more time back, and we have the World 4 airship in its vanilla world.
There's Wendy in World 4 airship yet again.
But a lightweight this time.
Yeah, thankfully.
1751 for Wendy. Alright, so we got 3, 5, and 6 to play. Hammers and clouds still on the table here. William.
Hunting bros.
If he gets another hammer out of this, this pays off. If it doesn't, he didn't, so... Unfortunately...
I think Raikou fought this one, though?
He did.
I don't recall.
Yeah,
so unfortunately these bros were junk.
Right.
Ah, Paragumbud.
5, 2, 1 leads off. Alright, so we got 3 pipes and a lock here. This is interesting, and this is going to take him to 1, or...
That's a choice. That's certainly a choice. 2 stages or 1 stage and a hammer.
Yeah, the 2 stages is, I think, the correct answer. If this were very late, that'd have been one thing.
Yeah, I would have also done exactly what Raikou was doing.
Yeah, and the only exception would be is if Atlantis pops up, then yeah, you know, and you're getting a free item on the way out.
I think he has a cloud for that at least.
Right.
Still. Oh, speaking of the devil. It's fine, chat. He has a cloud.
He's
and his opportunity to save it.
Just got to be careful here.
Of course, it's Sledge Bros, but it's fine. He got it.
Gets a star for it. If you got a Sledge and a Fire Bro, which has happened, that could have made things interesting. Paradox Pipe, where does that take him?
Alright. Alright. William's doing the same thing.
Yeah, and I imagine he's got an extra cloud, so
Yeah,
he'll feel even he'll have less compunction about tossing it over.
Yeah, throwing it. Yeah.
William immediately noping out of there.
Fortunately, the boat is in the way, so he will have to play that and ensure that he does not eat it.
Right, he's got himself a P-wing. I could have used his I could have used his flower, I suppose, but decided not to. We have 1-6. We have 1-6 beta.
Okay, he's safe.
Yeah, that was like a defensive reaction, I think. Thank you, Chad, for clipping my commentator's curse. I'm so proud.
Yay!
Immortality. So we got about a 2-stage difference between our runners at this point, as Raikou is heading into the World 3 airship. We have Larry, Iggy, or Ludwig as the Koopa Kid.
Hmm. It's Iggy. Just two-hitter, though. No, he's not as bad as he used to be, because he had a notorious hitbox issue in the past.
Yeah. And yeah, while we're at it, do give our runners a follow, and you give myself Pro8007 and oh dear, and Dust Minion a follow as well. William taking an unfortunate death there in 1-6 beta. This is a good place to cloud as well. It's basically a free run to the pipe.
Yeah, and Raikou cannot do that. So this is
he
more
cannot.
time for William to there's more time for William to possibly get back. Especially since he took that death in this stage.
Right, and that was like a 15-20 second setback, and we got Boss Bass running down low, and he was trying to hold on to his leaf. Unfortunately, he finally was like, "Get me out of here." Leaf be. It was questionable timing on his part, but he got away with that. Leaf be damned, just get me out of here.
Yikes! Yeah.
So
I never thought about Boss Bass Paragoomba tag team.
Yep. Yeah.
That is.
I don't know. I thought about it. I started like, yeah, and then I like, Fort was right there.
Well, we'll see if this bites him or not. But
I get it. You just want to get out of here. World 6 is usually got 2 or 3 Hammer Bros, but it's worth considering.
We'll see what William does. He's gonna play it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a triple forter.
Oh yeah.
What is this block layout?
Really? They're making it fairly simple. 1-5. Nice slide there by Raikou. All right, so
Okay.
yeah,
What are you
lock
going
right
to do
above
now,
the
William?
lock right above the hammer spot as well. That is a problem. So
Okay, William's turning around and going to play the fort.
yeah,
Yeah, he only has the one. And if you remember the hammer priority, it's always going to break the north before
Right.
the east.
right. So hopefully, luckily, I guess in Raikou's case, he doesn't have to worry about that per se. William does.
Okay, was that the answer on William's end? It was not, so hammer might have been the correct... Well, we don't know what the rest of the world looks like.
Right. I mean, we got 3 pipes there. Right? This is a forced draw on the pipe because it has to allow for progression. After that,
Okay, the other 4 was just right there, so not much
Right.
time lost.
enough to make it, but even then, because of the locks, natural how the hammer and the locks work. Oh no.
Oh!
We've all been there. I've done that a few times. It's like just, bad. Trying to do 2 things at once and you really can't. Like, you're not taking any chances here.
Yeah. I mean, pewing is slow, but it's very much safe.
Right.
Now, this is 100% going to block the lone fort that's actually blocking something.
Right. Like actual progression.
There we go.
Right. Oh! With the cheap.
Goodness.
Raikou did the right thing. He's got that cheap down there, up top.
Now,
He's got to wait.
to wait for it. There we go.
So... This isn't great. It still isn't great at 7-5, and there's a Paragoon, but to illustrate my point. But, he's playing this right. And yes, you can thank me. Yes, you can thank me. I rolled this. And I do it again.
It's beautiful, Bro A. I love it.
Yeah, it reminds me of my seeds yesterday. Well, they were long yesterday. Mine were.
Raikou,
No,
you
you
should jump to start the.
You can do
you
this.
can still make this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tight jump, but it's makeable.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I would have clouded that, but I can see why he did.
Yeah.
Don't. There we go. Yep, just. Oh,
There's
there's the second hammer.
Right, but you got to pipe check first, and this could end up making the whole thing moot. Let's see.
It does not. It would have been great. So if Raikou wants to make use of that hammer, he needs to see if that fort breaks that specific lock.
Right. I think that is what he is going to do. Remember your logic. Oh, he's just going to play this through.
Okay.
Alright, well, It's 2 stages, so if they aren't
he might
bad.
know about he might not know about hammer priority yet.
I thought he did, but he's also even if he did, there's still like the World 8. You know, it didn't pay off in Seed 1. It might pay off in Seed 2. So William's gonna finish off Boom Boom and Piranha Fort.
Unfortunately, he is gonna have to play 7-5.
Yep. 3-8. No, he's not. He wants out.
But he used his cloud already.
Doesn't he have a second one? Or
No.
okay, he does. All right. Well, he's got a P-wing though.
That works. He just needs something not get hit.
Yeah. Fortunately, did not take out Mr. Cheap Cheap. Well, he's well positioned at least. Gonna time this and boom. All right, he's fine.
Okay. And fly over the mast. There we go.
Just a 2-hitter on Larry and 31-48. Alright, so Raikou in good shape here going into World 8. Has everything he needs. He has the hammers still, so you know, unless we get another Cloud Frenzy like last seed, and we didn't see what the item was. Right, well.
Forced false tank.
Just 7-3 beta, or World 7 beta.
Okay, Raikou skipped this boat, but it's the bro that William actually wants.
Correct. Raikou was prescient, he didn't need that.
And now this bro's in the way, so he has to play it.
Yeah. There was a lock right up there, so... So, 1-3 might be too late to go for items. Be item hunting, but, no, he is going to go for it.
Playing the fort.
I think this might be a good move on William's part, because if it allows him to skip those 2 stages, then... Yeah, and... Just another, leaf for...
Here's the thing, he has 2 hammers. He can just hammer both of them, but true, if it does break that lock, that means he'll have one for...
Right.
For this.
And there was a lock behind Super Tanks. So there's a lock above the pipe and a lock behind Super Tanks. So, it's going to break one of these, presumably. And if it doesn't, that's actually even more interesting. Because we only saw the one pipe. Okay, there it goes.
Okay,
there's
it did break that lock, so he is going to have one for...
Right, we're at 3-5. Alright, so William did use his hammer there.
Yep, see.
It's a good gamble on William's part, but he's still going to be about 3 minutes behind going into World 8, so... Those bloopers... Just under 3 minutes difference. Alright,
yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so we got, I think he's aiming for Air Force, yep. And it is 5F2. So we'll see if William decides to go a little different with his routing. Raikou has been fairly linear in his thinking so far. William does have a chance. He could make hay if this ends up being a good draw.
We haven't seen the valley yet.
But not.
I don't think.
No.
So if there's another pipe, there is another pipe.
Yeah, there was. Like I said, so...
Oh my. Okay. William needs to do some exploration.
Maybe. Depends how much. Oh, wow. So Raikou is in the driver's seat here. This is really gonna take a monumental collapse.
Yes.
Right.
Although, did Raikou use his hammer already? I don't think he did.
Maybe he's hoping he can just play this and then not have to use it. But even then, William's saying no thanks to the item. We know it's nothing of particular value.
And it's rolled 8, so too late to really do anything important.
Right. Raikou's getting a little lost here. Yeah, there you go. Alright, path is clear. He did have a hammer. Ugh.
Yeah, so a little extra they did, but thankfully it's not going to hurt him.
No. Well, he's got the waterfall as his final stage, and he's got the perfect suit for it.
If we can get the momentum right. There we go.
Stage where the frog would have been good, would have been very useful. I think he has a P-wing. I think he's just going to use it
I think he's just going to P-wing this one. Yep. But I think it's too late.
Unfortunately, it is, yeah. Raikou, in control here. Looking at about a mid-39, I'd say. Depends how nasty Bowser is. It also depends if he gets a Fire Flower as power-up. William is going to take the pipe here. This might actually save him a little time. Yep. No, unfortunately. Because
there's a lock there.
Air Force tile, yeah. Well, he's still skipping a stage, but yeah, ultimately, it's not going to play out the way he would like.
Yep. Oh. Dang.
Yeah, he's out. But he's probably going to play 8-4 because it's right there. And then we know that's correct. Yeah, he needed... Yeah, using that hammer probably did hurt him long term.
And it's over.
A moot point. Raikou is going to take a sweep here and move to 2-2 in the standings. Clocking with an official race time of 39:28.
We're gonna see if we can get RaikouRider in here for some interview as William wraps this up. we are joined by RaikouRider, the winner of this series. GG.
Thank you. Both of those beats felt pretty long, but one thing I do like about them is that Carpet Fort was the answer both times, and Proa knows the history I have with Carpet Fort.
Vaguely, yeah. I know it's been a bit of a house of horrors for you.
That jumping on the elevator platform is mandatory.
William unfortunately loses his Fire Flower in Bowser, so he's gonna have to do this the traditional way, or the New Force traditional way.
Also, you might be asking about those hammers. I didn't want to go look for it in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, we kind of figured.
Yeah.
The way it ultimately worked out, you know, if William hadn't used his hammer in World 6, this would have been a lot closer, because he would have been able to double hammer based on the routing. Because Air Force actually broke the lock between the two pipes in on the hand stage column, so that I think ultimately did it.
Also, I had a little bit of weirdness with the sun in 6-8 in the first race. I have never seen the sun despawn on that level.
So when William finishes 42:05 race time, and we welcome William into the chat as well. GG.
GG to Raikou. Those are some
Thank
good
you.
races there.
Thank you.
And
What happened in the first one?
I mean, what happened in the first one? Oh, not for me.
Here's what happened. In Giant Land, there was a coin flip. You won that coin flip. William did not.
Yeah, I figured that I played the fort in front of me, and I was praying that that was required, like even if it didn't build the bridge, and I guess not.
Wow, was it really that close?
There were other
I tried a few
factors.
times.
There were other
if I don't-
factors. That was just the biggest one.
If I'm deathless, like we're really, really close, but didn't work out that way.
It was back and forth with the first 4 worlds, but then the World 4 gamble, and then William, your gamble on with the cloud on the World 7 fort.
That hosed me.
That hurt you, because especially with I think 5-3 coming up later, or
7-5.
7-5. 7-5. That'd have been a much better stage to cloud.
Yeah,
but,
that was really bad. Like that was a killer.
Yeah, the Promised Land had a bridge out, not a lock.
Yeah, and I was hoping that would be a lock and not a bridge. Like I usually don't think bridge when I think World 7.
Right.
So that didn't work out. So yeah, the routing got me, and then like I said, I died too many times anyway. I had a few chunks get eaten along the way.
Oh, I had.
Both of you did.
Yeah, I had a couple also. I also almost had worlds, the ice world in race 2 gobble up a hammer on me, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, this won't actually break the boulder.
Yeah, I had to stop myself too. Yeah, I remember up, down, left, right. For all of those of you who don't know what breaks in what order, up, down, left, right. That's the order.
Right.
Yep.
Even though you usually want it to be right.
Yeah. And, we were thinking, given what happened, had you had that second hammer in World 8, William, it would have been, I think, very close, because your routing was just a little... You had to play less, and you would have had to play less. Because you could have knocked out those locks on the hand bridge, plus Bowser.
Then again, I don't have a second hammer if I don't backtrack in World 6. Like, if I just go forward, I never play the second hammer.
True. I mean, it ultimately maybe is breaks even in the ideal scenario, yeah, that could have.
Yeah, it feels like a
benefited you.
wash.
Yeah,
At least in
it
game it
might.
felt like a wash.
It might have been, yeah.
I tell you what, though, based on how you played today, no one in 04 is going to want you. No one.
Yeah.
Game
that's a shame
2
it ended up in
was a
04,
lot
but-
closer. William actually had the lead at the beginning.
Yeah, and so it was back and forth. Again, until World 4 is where things definitely stretched open, but there were definitely places where both of you were trading in game 1 here and there.
Did you check basic fort in the first seed?
I did
No,
not.
you did.
Yeah, and I saw basic fort. I just intentionally died because I figured I was behind. I couldn't afford the time.
Yeah,
And I
that
had a hammer
actually.
anyway.
Right, and that actually, you also got to skip, what was it, 7-6 in the process.
Well, that works
So.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully
So.
7-6 cooperated for me. I think it was like 7th or 8th try, which isn't bad.
Where was,
Yeah, single digit
where was
attempts.
7-6? Did I blind cloud 7-6? Is that what happened? I never
It
saw
would have been like,
Where's that?
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
remember
so.
which game that
That
was.
That was the first seed.
Yeah, all right.
And I felt that both of those seeds were on the long side.
Yeah.
Yeah, those felt long.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of the long seeds these days, and that's even with the cutscene skip, which goes to show just how much more the extra panels adds to the overall times here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because there's more levels than usual.
It does
Mhm.
make the hammers more valuable in certain spots.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I'd
no,
actually
yeah.
rather have 7-6 and 7-5, so kind of a shame that I skipped one and not the other. Like 7-6 I've been getting first try lately.
I'll take 7-6 over 7-5 any day, just because it's just a matter of clipping it.
At least the second time around I had a P-Wing for Alcatraz.
Oh, right. Carpet or Piranha Fort in that second seed.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that hurt.
I was
I
like,
managed to one-shot that. I thought I had a chance just because I one-shotted Piranha Fort and 8-1 and 8-2 with plants.
oh, I died on Piranha Fort, and then I just went in my menu and go, I'm gonna use a P-Wing because F this level.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
That's fair. And I guess you didn't get shot down by a fireball because that happens to me sometimes.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Oh, in 5-3 in that second seed, how did you handle the traffic?
5-3. I'm trying to remember which one 5-3 is.
The Boss
It was like-
Bass and
it was a-
Paragoomba tag team.
That was awful. I was very surprised I made it out of that level alive.
So was I. That was hairy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Okay, 5-3. Yeah, now I'm remembering. Yeah, I squashed one of the Paragoombas, which probably saved me some lag along the way as well.
Yeah.
Like in 5-3, I tend to squash things in 5-3 just because I know it lags otherwise. And then I just sort of managed where the bass was compared to where I was and stayed out of trouble.
Oh, I
But
did
yeah,
not stay out of trouble.
That was hazardous. That was a tricky level.
Alright, well, I need to be clocked in about 40 minutes from now, so I think I'm gonna let you two go. Thanks for covering for just us awkward second shifters.
No worries.
No worries.
Yeah.
We'll see you in week 3, man.
Yeah, GG. Good luck in the next one.
Good
Thanks.
luck. Yeah.
Thanks, you
Yeah.
two. And I
Yeah.
like I said, I dread whoever you get.
Yeah, hopefully I get it going once we get to the next week.
And on the schedule for later today at 4:15, about 90 minutes from now, we have Angelic Jade versus Pickles and Beer on SpeedGaming 1. Flyer and John Dad Flindo will be doing the comms for that one. So stay tuned for that. And we've got
That's the only
one.
other match we have for today.
Correct. We have 6 tomorrow. with Tozzle and Danny leading things off at noon on SpeedGaming. So stay tuned for that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so thanks all for watching, and again, GG's to our runners, and thanks all for watching, and again, give our runners a follow, and give myself, Pro807 and Dust Minion a follow as well to our Twitch channels if you have time. Much appreciated.
Thanks for the comms.
Yep.
Thanks all, see you.
Yep, I'm Dust Minion. And that was Pro807, so goodbye for now.